First down, Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 62 yards. And the Browns get a score closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they run with Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well,
they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
A 36-yard attempt.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
5-yard line.
Drive about to get started, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Play fake. Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Malik Collins, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Mayfield now. flush to his right. And finding the tight end Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
First down, Browns.
First and 10, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. This is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get him.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us, all these games counting out, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Las Vegas, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can give up.